But the whole salaryman thing in Japan, that's always fascinating to me. But you had direct, I mean, you basically did that for a little while, right?
I did that for 6 months.
What's
like
like
the what? Salaryman?
Yeah, salaryman.
Explain, yeah,
is
just
like,
tell Vinny like
they even
kind
say
of what
it
the
in Japanese, but they say the Japanized version. They say sarariman. It's the whole idea of just the dude with the suit and tie, and he goes to work every day. And he's just the 9 to 5 office worker, or if it's in Japan, like 9 to 9. But
is it like that's normal?
Like it's normal for people to show up early and to be there late, and like if your boss is still there, you can't leave. And it's just like that's
a complete farce to productivity.
It's crazy. It's
a
the
farce.
Worst thing. Even my Japanese coworker told me that.
You should treat work like a workout. The minute you puke, the minute you're too tired to do the last rep,
get out.
Fucking stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Because nothing else is going to happen that's going to help you. You're just going to fuck up and get hurt.
How much time is wasted in Japan with this setup?
Oh, most of it probably. Honestly, like the company that I first worked in, like I talked to several of my coworkers about this. I was just like, so Japan is known for their amazing efficiency and, like productivity.
With the most inefficient workforce
in
the history of mankind.
They were like, no, we're not.
Yep.
We just waste a bunch of time.
Yeah.
Like that's what they said. They were just like, it's just a bunch of wasted time and like pomp and circumstance, and you're waiting because the boss isn't gone yet. And it's all just like, oh, the boss works so hard because he's there for 10 hours a day. It's like he exists in the building for 10 hours, but he doesn't do shit.
That's what this generation is figuring out, man. That whole thing about like our parents and their parents' like first one there, last one to leave. It's all bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
If I sit down and put my fucking nose in my computer and work, I can do more in 3 hours than I could do going to an office and fucking around with a water cooler for 10 hours.
Right.
It's just the truth of it.
And didn't you say too, like that, like even after the boss leaves, if he says like, "Oh, we're gonna go get drinks," like you have to do it.
But yeah, it's obligation. Yeah, it's all obligation in Japanese
and beer culture there is huge, isn't it?
Oh my god, everybody drinks.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, like you're
tell me more about Japan.
Oh. As he cracks a cold one. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you're obligated to go drinking, basically. Like if especially if it's called the senpai.
Do they drink to excess, or is that an American thing? Because I'm asking that seriously.
No, I think that.
Is it like less of a
or European thing? I guess.
I think more often they drink to excess than people in the West would.
Really?
Because. I think it's like a snapback of a stretched like string.
It's like a coping thing.
It's a coping thing, but it's also like, well, yeah, because like in Japanese culture, everything's so kempt up and like you're just like in your little shell because it's such a hierarchical society, and you can't say things to your boss that you could say to your friends, and like you have to say things in more honorific ways and all these things.
What happens if you?
And then when you drink, you just let loose, right?
Yeah.
Huh,
so
what happens if you? What happens if you? I don't know, if you say something that, like you're saying, there's things you can't say to your boss that you'd say to your what happens if somebody just says the thing? It just makes everyone uncomfortable, or like what?
It's weird. Well, but like most people don't do that. Like,
of course, yeah.
It just doesn't really happen. I mean, but like, I think that in certain work cultures, like there's more of a buddy relationship between the lower people and the higher people. But I think that for the most part, like you got to use those honorific language, pieces of language for your boss, and like it's just, I don't know. I think it's probably case by case, but for the most part, it would be really strange if you just started using casual language with your boss. Like it would be so fucking weird. I think that people would just be like, I feel weird, and also scared that like, they would get
like
a talking to, or like a getting fired or something. I don't know, but like I remember saying things during my like internship that I was doing, and you could feel the discomfort in the room.
Yeah.
Because it's something that an American would say. Like I would say like, oh, like I think my boss he said something about like I couldn't stay late one night or something. I was on an internship. I wasn't getting paid much.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to stay past the time that we pre-decided.
Right.
But he was like, he wanted me to stay late to do stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I have something to do tonight. Like, I can't. And it was so palpably uncomfortable. Yeah. He did this awkward laugh. He's like, you don't have time? Kind of a thing. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, no, sorry. I don't. Gotta go. Like, yeah. I'm just like, fuck this.
Good for you, dude.
Well, wait. Did that affect the relationship, like, from there forward? Like, was it a weird thing?
Well, he ended up offering me a job in the end, so apparently not that much. But so he still liked me. That's because I was useful to his company and I could make videos. I could make professional
But
videos.
do you think there's a certain
But-
amount too of like them being like, oh, he's the American, like?
Well, that's the you can play the gaijin card, the foreigner card,
Yeah.
when you're in Japan,
Howley boy.
and they
That's what they call it in Hawaii.
howdy boy.
Howley.
Oh, howdy.
Yeah,
boy.
when you're a white boy in Hawaii,
really?
you're not local. You're a
Interesting.
howley.
Okay.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
oh yeah, that's me. I am the white boy for sure. But
So
yeah,
like it almost
anyway.
like you get a pass because they're like, oh, he's the he's the
some
American.
companies in Japan have actually hired foreign, like a white dude from America, specifically to say shit that Japanese people won't say to other people.
Wait,
Makes sense.
really?
And I'd be
Yes,
really good at that job.
specifically. Right, exactly. You would say whatever the fuck,
say whatever the fuck
you
I
needed
want,
to say.
yeah.
Because they're like, okay, well, all of the like lower in the hierarchy people, all the new peeps, can't say to the CEO guy that his ideas are awful.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
they
like,
can't-
get the
they
American to
can't
do
say
it.
So like, if the American's like, no, dude, that's the worst fucking idea.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh, it's the white guy. Ah, that's funny. Okay. You know, and
We'll
then,
take it into consideration.
and then it's out there
Yeah.
at least, you know.
Yeah.